Comic book lovers unite. It's the first ever ComicCon coming to the Scotiabank Convention Centre this weekend. I'm going to get a chance to find out a little bit more about what we can anticipate in a couple of days.
It's Saturday, June the 9th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. A one-day event this year at the Scotiabank Convention Centre. And we plan on maybe expanding that to a few days next year, but first things first, get it in the can this year, and then we'll go from there. We've got 27,000 square feet of comic book vendors, celebrities, exhibits, artists. We've got the Batmobile, we've got the DeLorean. There's so many things going on in there. We've got a horror section called ComicCon for all the people that are into the horror, movies and horror, clothing and toys and stuff like that. We've got a video gaming area, so we've pretty much tried to put together as wide a variety of things for all the people that are into the whole comic book and pop culture genre. I believe that Niagara Falls is one of the new up-and-coming, kind of locations for Comic-Con and comics in general. We've always had a comic book store here in the Falls growing up. Memory Lane Comics was the first comic book store I went to, and there's been a store that's been in Niagara Falls for like 20 plus years. I opened up my store May of 2009, and since then we've had another store move into the city recently. So now we have 3 stores, being supported by our 85,000 population here in the city. And as soon as the convention center was built, it was kind of a no-brainer for us to think that, okay, now we have the facility to do it. We're a border town. There's something for everyone. I mean, there's an inner nerd or an inner geek in all of us. We grew up watching certain TV shows or reading comics. There's almost like a second generation being introduced to it with the movies that are blowing up in the theaters right now, especially like with the Avengers, and especially, Spider-Man started this whole trend back in 2002. They're really trying to blur the line between who buys comics